I think this is a common observation by many. Na you were at one point an enabler daw, quote-unquote, of President Duterte. And of course, afterward, nagkaroon ng redemption arc. How do you respond to that?
There's nothing to redeem. You know, my own father was assassinated. I never encourage anybody to kill anybody. How can I be an enabler? I'm a lawyer. I go by the facts and by the law. If you have the facts, pound the facts. If you have the law, pound the law. Kung wala ka nun, pound the desk. And I've been fighting. Nilabangan ako sa court. Saan yung mga nagsasalita na yan? Ninakawan na kayo ni Duterte, diretsahan sila sinasabi. Hindi mangyayaring nanakawan tayo sa Parmali, kundi niya in-appoint yung mga bata niya sa Davao na hindi mangyayari yun kung hindi niya pinabayaan si Michael Yang na pinabayaan mailabas lahat ang pera. Kayo ang enabler. Whoever you are a troll. Mahiya kayo. Kaya lumaki ng lumaki, naging monster itong tao ito dahil pinababayaan nyo. Kung may talagang tao na nagiging balasubas at walang iya, pinababayaan ng mga tao na binibigyan niya na may hanap buhay na pagtutrol. Alam ko ikaw, tinotrol ka araw-araw pag nasasalita ka. Hanggang ngayon, nandiyan pa yung mga troll na yan. Hindi lumalabas. Kumarap sila, sasagutin ko.
Okay.
Tatanungin sila. Hindi naman nakaharap yung mga yan eh. Sabihin, enabler. Ang galing magsalita, no? Enabler. Yung pa naman ang motto ko, enable and ennoble the Filipino.
Okay. Yung findings ng 2016 ng committee na pinamumunuan ninyo, yung Justice Committee, would you say na it was the right decision at that time and that it was not influenced by the political strength or influence of Duterte at that time?
I cannot do anything else. Yun ang lumabas sa ebidensya. We tried long hearings. We tried to bring out everybody. Yun ang lumabas eh. Ano? Itutweak ko? Lalo ko magkakaroon ng problems and concerns kung pinipilit ko yung gusto ng iba na wala namang ebidensya. Dapat ang sinabi doon, si Duterte ang nagpapapatay. Dapat nagdala tayo ng testigo para mahabulin natin yung sinasabi ng testigo na utos talaga ni Duterte. Wala namang ganoon eh. Ang sinasabi, may state-sponsored killings ba? Yun ang sinasabi. Pag state-sponsored, that means the whole system of the government, from the president to the police, the FBI, to the courts are not working and they're allowing it with impunity na wala nangyayari. That's really a sad statement on our part. We are, after all, a government of laws and not of men. Ako, I'm a lawyer. I took an oath. I have to follow the law. If I don't follow the law, then I would be an outlaw. Hindi porque tama yung sasabihin ko, kung illegal naman, mali pa rin yun. So, kailangan sundin mo yung batas para sa ganun, sigurado ka. Because kung di mo sinunod yung batas, katulad doon sila sabi nila, yung kay Secretary de Lima, kinulong, hindi sinunod ng batas. Later on, nung hindi na nakapwesto si Duterte, dismiss lahat ang kaso. Ba't ganon? Yan ang ugali natin eh. Nung araw, nung nawala sila Marcos, katakot-takot na bato. Nawida lang yan ng Marcos ang gobyerno. Katakot-takot yan. May PCGG. Ngayon, dismiss lahat. Yung ugali natin, para bang nandito pa tayo sa ilalim ng colonial regime. Kung sino ang nakapwesto, yun ang susundin. Yun ang problema natin. There is no consistency in the legal principles ng ating bayan.
Pero I think, speaking of the cases against De Lima, no, I think malinaw naman na hindi siya humingi ng special favors from the Marcos administration. Wag lang makialam and the court should handle it by itself, di ba?
I have no knowledge of that, but I think if he was able to get himself self-dismissed, that's fine with me. There are other issues, but I'm not going to go into that because we bump into other issues and there's no point in it anymore. She suffered a long time.
Ito, may mga nagtatanong, kumusta na raw kayo ni Leila de Lima? Kasi nagkakabanggaan din kayo ng mga panahon na yun, di ba?
Alam mo, nung araw si Leila de Lima, walang budget yan. Walang kotse yan. Maharap sa committee ko yan nung araw, sa budget. Sabi ko, bakit di niya bigyan ng budget ng kotse? Paano makakagala yung mga yan? I supported her. I knew her before. I'm very close to her aunt, si Lilia de Lima, who was a part of the Constitutional Convention. And wala kami problema ni Leila unless she has a problem with me. Ayoko na sasabihin, Gordon Committee. I don't own the committee. Pumirma, pati si Senate President Drilon, si si Pangilinan pumirma doon, nakalagay with reservation. I would have done the same with reservation. Yung nga sinasabi ko doon sa family, kung hindi kayo nag-agree, pumirma kayo. Ang gusto ng iba, ayaw nila pumirma, dahil nakalagay si Duterte, hindi ako pumapayag. Sabi ko, pumirma na lang kayo with reservation para ma-approve. Yun naman ang ginagawa, yun ang tradition doon sa Senado. Pero, doon sa report ko sa Committee on Justice, nakapirma si Frank Drilon. Sabi ni Pangilinan, sabi niya, I agree in some parts, I disagree. In another part, I will issue a dissenting opinion. In some part, I will issue a concurring opinion. So, there was nothing on every one of us. That is a collegiate body that did it. The chairman has no control.
Okay. I get the impression na limited yung nakukuha niyong ebidensya ng 2016 kaya hindi kayo makapag-conclude na meron yung direktang involvement or indirect ito si Duterte. Pero dito sa mga lumalabas sa Quadcom tsaka yung mga admissions niya sa Senado, mukha ba malinaw na meron siya kinalaman o yung nag-create siya ng atmosphere para mangyari itong killings na ito?
Well, I think that has always been known to the public na hindi lang ma-prove na talaga when the president is saying, patayin niyo yan, siyempre, magdududa ang tao. At pag sinasabi niya papatay siya, natatakot kayo niya magtitestigo laban sa kanya. That's natural. Ngayon, dito sa Quadcom, nagbagong ihip ng hangin at lumalabas, my God, yung dating kaibigan ni President Duterte, nagsasabi, tinawag niya pang gaga noong isang araw. Again, gaga na yan, nagsisinungaling. Sabi niya gano'n.
Si Garma.
Oo, sinasabi naman ni Garma na tinawagan siya ni Duterte at ang lakas nila loob na ni Garma ngayon. Sabihin niyo si yung Colonel Leonardo na yun ang nagutos at marami rin lumalabas na rin ngayon. Imagine yung isang colonel, isang lieutenant colonel, umiiyak pa na sumunod para doon sa pagpatay. Talagang lalabas at lalabas yan. I'm not saying that they're correct, but they better be careful when they file the case na talagang walang lusot because in a criminal case, it has to be guilt beyond reasonable doubt. Ang problema kay Duterte, binaligtad niya yun. You are guilty even before you have to prove your innocence. Basta ikaw guilty ka muna bago you prove your innocence. Baliktad na nangyari.
Okay. Former Senator Richard Gordon, maraming salamat po for joining us tonight. Ingat po kayo. Thank you very much for joining Facts First again.
Thank you, Christian. We're very occupied here with what's happening in the typhoon and the disaster. Thank you very much.
Salamat, sir.